it's Brindley. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Um, so I'm gonna keep tonight short and sweet. The topic tonight is first things first, and this was something that I learned very early on in this journey of finding me and coming back and whatever my journey, whatever you want to call it, writing the book, right, is what I like to call it. And what it taught me was I go into overwhelm and anxiety very easily. There's a lot going on. I've always been someone that likes a lot going on. I like to go, I like to do, I like to have a lot of irons in the fire all at one time. And with that comes a high level of anxiety. There always comes a point or a day where I feel like I'm in complete overwhelm and I can't give everybody what they need, and not everybody can have a piece of me, and all of these things. And when the accident happened 10 years ago, at that time the overwhelm came, hi Don, came in the form of, you know, jail time and fines and getting fired from my job and not having a place to live and not having a car to drive, like all of these things of thinking that my life was going to end, and the world was going to end. And back then it was first things first, just don't drink, right? Like first things first, just don't drink and do the next right thing. And so it was constantly bringing me back when I would go into the overwhelm. I remember people would tell me, be where your feet are. Just look down and get grounded again and be where your feet are. And I just had lunch with my coach who is in town, Mandy Moynihan, and her and I were talking about the same thing. I said, I've got something. Thank you, Haro. You're amazing. I've got something new in my life and I don't know how to navigate it. And I don't know how to deal with the thoughts and the feelings and all the crazy committee in my head that's going on, because this is such a vulnerable time and such a different thing than I've ever been through. And she said, you've got to find the thing that grounds you. You've got to find the thing. Like she said, for me, it's going out to nature and looking at the trees, right? So first things first, get grounded, right? Where are your feet? Be where your feet are right now. Don't allow the overwhelm of the future to take you out of the present. So be where you are, be where your feet are. And then something that helps me when I'm overwhelmed is the priority exercise. Because see, for me, most of the time, when I'm feeling overwhelmed or there's a whole lot going on, it's because I'm misaligned with my priorities. I don't know what my priorities are. The people I lead might not know what their priorities are. The people I follow, I may not know what their priorities are. The people in my life, right? Are somewhere there's a misalignment in priority. And I've got to get back to the priorities. I've got to figure out what are the priorities and what are the first things first. What do I need to be doing first? So the first thing I do is I take a trusty notebook and a pen and I just word vomit. I start brain dumping everything that's overwhelming me. So if you are on the pivot shift call that we do every Friday morning, my friend James Shaw does, if you want information on that, private message me and I'll give it to you, because it's an awesome, awesome call for realtors if you're a realtor watching. But I'll brain dump everything that's on my plate. Like last Friday, I was in complete, utter overwhelm. I had a really hard week. I hit the Friday morning call and I was like, guys, I can't hold it all together. Like sometimes we just don't have it all together. Even how strong we may seem to the world out there. And I do these videos and it seems like I have all my stuff together. I don't. I put my pants on one leg at a time. I get overwhelmed with anxiety just like everybody else. And so the first thing I have to do is I have to brain dump everything. These are all the things that are on my plate. Then what I'm going to do, hi Tristan, hi Tammy. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to put everything in order of priority. Now, if it's business, most likely I'm going to put it in the order of priority of the thing that's going to make me the most money the fastest, right? Because that's why we're in business. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the money generating activity. That could be, I've got a team member who is a massive, revenue source in our organization, and they're not doing well right now, so they now become the priority. I need to go pour into them. I need to go manage them. I need to go lead them. I need to go do whatever it is that needs to be done in that area to get that revenue stream back. Does that make sense? So prioritizing everything in the order in which it's going to drive you forward the fastest. If this is personally, it's sometimes for task-based people, it's the easiest things you can cross off the list first. So if you're someone that money motivates you, make it income driven. If you're somebody that crossing off the list and checking off the boxes motivates you, then I want you to do the tasks that you can mark off the fastest. And then you're going to go back and you're going to say, okay, I have my list of priorities. Now, how long is each one going to take? So you're going to go one by one. So if you have item number 1, how long is that going to take? Well, that's a 2-hour block. Okay, 2 hours one time, 2 hours a week, 2 hours twice a week. What does that look like? And you're going to do that for each item on the list. So for those of you that just joined, we're doing the overwhelm exercise. We're going to brain dump everything on a piece of paper. Then we're going to put it in order of priority, that it's either going to make us the most money or allow us to get the most things done the fastest. And then we're going to assign time to each item. And then the last piece is you're going to pull up your calendar and you're going to block all the time that you just listed down. And what you'll start to see over this process is that you now have clarity on what needs to come first. And you can always go back to first things first. Get grounded. Where are my feet? What's on my list? First things first. Where am I grounded? Where are my feet? What's on the list? And there's a great book called Extreme Ownership. And in that book, they talk about reprioritizing and executing. And if you can get used to where are my feet, get grounded, reprioritize and execute, then you're always leading with first things first. First things first, get grounded, where are my feet, reprioritize and execute. And then you'll always be in alignment with your priorities. You'll always make sure you have time on your calendar to do them, and the overwhelm will start to disseminate. So I hope this was helpful. Focus on first things first this week. Find the most important things that are either going to make you the most money or give you the most energy, and go do those first. If you guys have any topics you want me to talk about, please DM me and I certainly will. Otherwise, have an amazing week and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.